All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the all-new 2025 Ducati Panigale V4S Tricolore. Real quick, before we hop into this video, I want to remind you guys we are currently doing a dual giveaway on the channel. We're giving away a custom Ducati Diavolo V4. It's going to be completely custom painted with all kinds of cool parts on it, along with an MV Agusta Brutale 1000 RR, which is also going to have a bunch of really cool parts on it. If you want to help get involved, be entered to win those bikes, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. Okay, let's hop into the brand new Panigale V4 Tricolore from Ducati. So what is this bike? If you didn't see my previous video, Ducati just completely overhauled their Panigale from the ground up. It basically is completely redone, so it has a the single-sided swing arm is gone. It has new frame, new chassis, new bodywork. The engine's been tweaked a little bit, new headlights, new dash, it's new electronics. Like, it's pretty much it is a brand new bike. So whenever they do brand new bikes, they always do some sort of limited edition commemorative version of that bike. And in this case, we have a Tricolore. If you remember back in 2018, when they redid the 1299 and went to the first V4, they did a Tricolore. Actually, it was a Speciale, which was a Tricolore in 2018. I believe that bike was $40,000. It did come with a full exhaust and a bunch of other bits and bobs, very similar to this one. However, this one is a bit more expensive. So let's first start off with the price of this bike. It is 58,000 USD, which is kind of crazy that that's where we've gotten to. If you saw my Supreme Street Fighter unboxing, I actually went on a bit of a tangent and talked about the prices of these bikes and how they're kind of starting to get a little bit out of control. And this one is no different. So I'm not saying that the bike isn't necessarily worth this. I'm just saying it's crazy that we've gotten to these numbers, that a Tricolore version of a Panigale is $58,000. So what does your $58,000 get you? Let's go over this. So you've been watching a video playing in the background. The first thing that's big that stands out is the paint scheme. So it's basically a Tricolore version. It's a commemorative of the 751 F1 Ducati from back in the day. It's the first time they've ever done an asymmetrical paint scheme. So the left side of the bike is green, well, accented with green. The right side is accented with red. And then you have the checkered flag across the bottom, which is really cool. Obviously, Ducati loves racing and they've been winning a lot lately. So, and then you also have the number 1 on the front, which basically says we're the best manufacturer in the world of race bikes. And they've been proving that on the racetrack lately. So yeah, you get a custom paint scheme. Well, I guess, yeah, you should say like a limited edition paint scheme. They unveiled this bike down in Miami. Actually, 650 was there and Manny from Moto Million was there, which was pretty cool. So I got to see some of their footage from it. Here's the bike. You can see, again, the asymmetrical paint scheme. I actually do really like this paint scheme. I did not like the styling of the just all red paint scheme on the new Panigale. This does a really good job of hiding some of the issues that I had. It's kind of hard to see here, but I think that that's one of the reasons why they did this checkered flag down here. They've got weird slits and openings. You can't even see this opening here, but there is a slit here, and it kind of hides all of that. It just makes the bike look really nice. The lines flow. I think it's really good looking, and I really do like this a lot better on the new Panigale. I think it just makes it look a whole hell of a lot better. It's amazing what they can do with a paint scheme. So what does this bike come with aside from that special edition paint scheme? It comes with an upgraded brake system. It's like an adjustable lever up top, and then it also has these new T-Drive finned discs that are, I think, a little bit fatter and maybe a little bit wider. I'm not positive on that though, but it helps with cooling. It's supposed to have better braking power. Of course, you have the Tricolore livery with that 1 on the front, and it's really cool on the front. You can see the red and the green asymmetrical paint scheme, which I think is really nice. You get a triple tree that's blacked out, and it also has that racing flags on there. It's like etched in with your number. They're making 1,000 of these, so that is something that's interesting. They did 1,500 of the Speciales in 2018, but it looks like they're only doing 1,000 of these in 2025. It is kind of crazy to think about. If they sell out all 1,000 of these at $58,000 per bike, that's $58 million just on this bike alone in 2025, which is pretty insane. They also have carbon fiber wheels. I'm not sure if they show a better photo of these. I'll just show you right here for now. So these are BST. They look very similar to the Rapid-Tec, but obviously they're different because they're no longer single-sided swing arm. So they do come with front and rear carbon wheels, which is really nice. There are some other pieces. It's kind of hard to see. Actually, I can zoom in right here. It does come with an STM dry clutch, which those are about $3,500, maybe more. And then the wheels I think are like $5,000. So just right there is $8,000. You throw in the paint scheme, which could easily be a few $1,000s. It probably has $10,000 worth of extras. So if you take a regular V4S, which is $33,000, add $10,000 worth of extras, that's $43,000. It's kind of crazy to think that this is $53,000 because that's still like another $10,000 over that. So I'm not sure if all of the things added together necessarily like make it a value purchase. But again, they're saying that it's a collector's edition. Whether or not it'll go up in value, I doubt it. Maybe it'll hold its value, but it's pretty tough for bikes to go up in value. They have to be pretty low number and pretty specials like the Lamborghini versions, maybe like a Superleggera or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I do think for that price, it should have come with at least the Acura slip-on. The Speciale back in 2018 actually came with the full Acura titanium exhaust, which I think was around $6,500 or $7,000 at the time. So the fact that you're just getting a stock exhaust on this and they're charging that much of a premium, it's a lot of money for a bike. Yeah, just my opinion. So here it is, there's the paint scheme from the right-hand side of the bike, $58,000, just 1,000 units. They're saying it pays tribute to Ducati history, which obviously it does. The Italian flag is where they really got that Tricolore paint scheme from. And then they have a little photo or a little video here, which we can watch. Actually, I have it already pulled up, so let's go ahead and watch this. Cool little piece on the bike. Makes you gets you pretty hyped up about it. Yeah, so see how they hid that slit right there on the side? See the tail lights, which look really good. I love that it goes across the whole top of the bike there, and you do get a Rizoma gas cap as well. There's the front of the bike, which looks really good. I actually really do like that right there. Like that looks dope with the one right there and then the asymmetrical design on it. It makes the bike look a lot better, and it has black winglets now. I think the carbon probably would have looked better, but this black is fine too. It looks a lot better than the red. There was the dry clutch. You could see they're showing all the components. They're highlighting all the extra components. So dry clutch with the carbon cover. You get the billet aluminum Rizoma rear sets, which they also did on the Speciale back in 2018. I think those are they were $1,000. They might be more now. They might be like $1,200 or $1,300 just for rear sets. Just insane prices. There's the BST carbon wheels. Get some carbon bits and bobs, like carbon front fender. Yeah, it's a good looking bike. I think it looks really cool. They show you each side. I think it even has a carbon rear swing arm cover, which is pretty cool. The swing arm has grown on me. I still prefer the single-sided, obviously, but it is nice to see carbon here. Hopefully that rear mud hugger is also carbon. And then I think the front fender is also carbon, hopefully. And then you have the little carbon piece here. Doesn't look like any of this is carbon. It looks like it's mainly just plastic. It does have a special seat too, which I think you'll see in a second. It's a good looking bike. It does look really good. I like the shades, the colors they used. The design looks really good. The dash has a special startup when it comes on. So there's the special seat. I think they could have done more with this, but it's pretty cool because the lines come in here and then you can see the lines come out here and it fades into I don't know if they'll show. But it is Alcantara, which is nice. I think some sort of embroidery would have been nicer on there. The seat's a nice place to do some sort of Tricolore or special edition, Ducati embroidery. I don't know, something like that. That's what I like to do with my special editions. Yeah, it's a really good bike. It's a really good looking bike, I should say. So that's it for the video. Then they have the history of the Tricolore, which if you actually click read more, you can go in here and look through the history of where, so that was a 750 F1, which first came out in 1984. So I think that's what they're trying to play on when they talk about a collector's edition. They're trying to say that it's similar to these bikes. They're playing on the heritage of the Ducati brand. I don't see it ever being as collector as these bikes are. But you never know down the road. I remember when this 1299 came out, I actually hated the red wheels. It's funny that they don't show the 1299 Anniversario, which was a different bike that I thought actually even looked better than this. But yeah, you have your monsters and then some of your bikes. You can go through and look at them, which is cool. I like that they do that. Ducati really tries to play on the history of the brand, which I do enjoy. This was photos from the launch, the USA launch, which was of course in Miami for Art Basel. And then there's some of the dashboard right there. If I come back up, I think I can click on something else up here. Yeah, here we go. So tech specs. Yeah, so there we go. So this is a great view, top-down view. You can see how the lines all come together. This is what I was talking about. The tank lines from the green and the red go into the seat, and then it pans out, flares out here, and then it goes into the line out here like this. I still think that it would have looked a lot better if they would have just carried this fairing all the way across instead of dipping into the black back here with this big plastic piece. But I mean, overall, I do think it's a very beautiful bike. I do like the paint scheme a lot. They talk a little bit about some of the different things that I already covered, like it has the special seat, the rear sets. I don't know why it has this stock silencer. I do think it should have come with the Akrapovic slip-ons, which sound really good. Manny from Moto Million just put one on their Panigale V4 and it sounds really, really good actually on that bike. Showing the livery, the wheels, the brakes, carbon wheels back here. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It does have a bunch of, and then again, it's just highlighting those pieces of the bike that are special. And the engine's the same as the V4S. In America, we get 209 horsepower because of restrictions, 414 dry weight, and then it goes over all your electronic riding aid systems. It is probably the most advanced superbike in the world. You can even get a tracksuit, a racing suit to match the bike, and I believe a helmet and a leather jacket, which is cool. I'm not like Mr. Matchy personally, but it'd be cool if you had the bike to have these like in the garage hanging up next to the bike or something like that. And that's it. So yeah, there it is. The all new Panigale V4 Tricolore coming in at $58,000. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. I was happy to see a lot of you guys agreed with me on my original assessment of the new Panigale, just saying that you preferred the looks of the older model. Of course, we understand why they're doing it. It's for performance. They're trying to win races. And I do think that this paint scheme does enhance the look of the new Panigale, and I do really like it. As for the question, am I getting one? No, I will not be getting one. I think it's a great bike. I just think it's a little too expensive, and I'm actually selling my Lamborghini Street Fighter right now. I want to take that money and put it back into my build series, or maybe help my pops with a bike, or just do something different on the channel. It's just, for me, when bikes get this expensive, it's really hard for me to warrant riding them. I don't have like FU money. I know it might seem like we do, but we don't. We didn't come from money where we work really hard for everything that we have. We have a lot of bills to run our channels and our businesses, and buying something like this just doesn't warrant the cost. I couldn't make my money back on something like this, especially if I was actually riding the bike, which would hurt the value and kind of defeats the whole purpose of it being a collector's edition. So I do think that these bikes are getting a little bit too expensive to warrant people riding them, like actual enthusiasts. But you guys let me know your thoughts and feelings. I do think it's cool that Ducati's still doing bikes like this, because I love the idea of them like showing what they can do, just like the Superleggera that was like $100,000. So I do still think there is a place for these kinds of bikes. 1,000 maybe might be too many. I would like to see it more in the 500 range, maybe even 250 range, to really warrant a collector's edition. But that's it. So let me know what you guys think of the new Panigale V4 Tricolore in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you want to be entered to win our dual giveaway Ducati Diablo, that's completely custom, one of one, and our MV Agusta Brutale 1000 RR, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.